But this story, at any rate, gets back to Martok, who ends up using it to rally the Klingon Empire to help the Federation fight the Borg, which, side note, we have only ever seen the Federation fight the Borg.
I was going to ask about this.
Yeah.
Well, and not only that, we only see Federation ships. Now, we know Vulcans have their own navy. They're ring ships. We've seen them.
Yeah.
Never seen them fight the Borg.
Well, in the first, what ended up being the first mention of the Borg, in a vague sense, the episode The Neutral Zone, it took place
the Romulans,
in between Federation and Romulan technology. So did the Borg just look at the Romulans and go, yeah, you're not marketable enough?
So what I was wondering when First Contact came out, before we knew anything about it, I wondered if it was going to turn out that the Borg had been fighting the Romulans on the other side of the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And the Romulans never told anybody. They're the Romulans. They keep that to themselves. So it was going to turn out, like, in the midst of this, like, the Borg had conquered X amount of Romulan space, and, like, so much the Borg populace was now Romulan, and blah, blah, blah. I had wondered if that's where it was going to go.
Right.
But nope, they didn't do that. So we've never seen the Klingons fight them.
Nope.
We've never seen the Romulans fight them.
Nobody.
Never seen the Vulcans kick in, the Andorians. I'm going to give the pig people a break, because we never see much of them anyways, the Tellarites.
We have seen more of Han Solo fighting the Borg than we have any other Starfleet race. Because if you will freeze frame in First Contact at a very specific point, you'll see a very familiar YT-1300 freighter flying around with the rest of the Starfleet ships.
Huh.
And that was a nod back to George Lucas, who sometime prior to that had put a Star Trek reference in the background of one of his movies.
Go on. I know there's an R2-D2 floating in space in the Star Trek movie.
Yep.
Of course, they both had a floating cow as an asteroid, and somebody had a potato wrapped in tinfoil.
Yep.
It's fun to when you catch like all the stuff they put out there.
And even the Enterprise was in the background of it was either Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith. If you look in the back of one of those when they're on Coruscant and doing their talking and walking, you can see the Enterprise taking off from one of the docking bays of Coruscant.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.